Hey, what's up guys, TheJordude here, back again with another Shadowverse deck and gameplay video. In today's video, I want to go back to Dragoncraft. Even though they recently got nerfed to Shipsbane, Shipsbane now only does 1 damage to the enemy leader instead of 2. I still feel like Dragon's actually in a decent spot. This is using a discard dragon variant. Some people have been playing Natura dragon with Valdain. But I found this build to be really interesting. It's not really discard dragon. Discard dragon is kind of like the engine for this deck, but it's more actually a Zeus dragon. So that's why I'm calling this deck One Punch Dragon, because you can just OTK your opponent with Zeus. So the way that this deck actually works is that you use the discard stuff to like cycle through your deck and help clear your opponent's board, because the Shipsbane still does 2 damage to random enemy faller. So if you're discarding a bunch of cards, you could often just like remove stuff. Also does a little bit of chip damage in, so in case your Zeus kind of bricks, it still increases your chance of OTKing. But other than that, one of the big cards in this deck is Goblin Warpack. This is a new neutral card that recently came out in World Uprooted, and basically you want to play this for the Enhanced 9 ability, where it summons 5 goblins and it evolves all of them. So basically you play a goblin pack, you're also going to have your natural evos, and as well you have cards like Sword and Dragoncraft, which will evolve itself when you play a spell. Really easy condition to meet. So you get a bunch of evos stacked up, and your Zeus ultimately gets a bunch of evos that you play this match, and you can usually kill them. Like it's very common that you get Zeus with 10 procs active. Yeah, especially because you're running 3 Goblin Warpacks. If you play like 2 Goblin Warpacks, it could go really insane. Another good evil card in this deck is Storm Dragoncraft, because when you evolve him, he also evolves one of your Machinas on the board, so you get assembly droids for 0 cost. So you can play him and an assembly droid, and you get 2 evolves without 1 evil point. Because you get such easy evos, we're also playing Draconic Core, because ramp is important in this deck. You want to ramp up quite quickly, so you can play your Goblin Warpack quickly and then into your Zeus. So Draconic Core, very important because it gives you ramp, it gives you extra play points to use on the turn, and it's really easy to activate the Draconic Core because you have stuff like Sword and Dragoncraft, your normal evos and stuff. In additional ramps, we got Cursed Fur and Dragon Oracle. I did originally play this deck where it was hard ramping, so I played every single card that could ramp in this deck except for the Natura dinosaur, because there's no great trees in this deck. But it wasn't as good. I ended up dying too much, so I refined this deck to put in the discard package, and it's working out a lot better. I'm actually getting win streaks, and I can actually climb with this deck. So I would say this is actually a solid deck that could make an impact in the meta. So yeah, if you guys are still looking for a dragon deck to play, and you might be disappointed because of the nerfs to Shipsbane, but you still want to play Shipsbane, I think this is like an ideal deck to be playing a discard package in with it. If you want to play Natura, just like the old variant of Natura, I think it's a bit better, because the discard damage isn't doing as much anymore. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions you would make to this deck, or if you guys have any other dragon decks that you guys think is good, please leave a comment down below. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and enjoy the games. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. I actually think the Natura is actually kind of annoying, because it's one of the few cards that could deal with a goblin pack quite easily. But yeah, let's see. We're probably just going to throw back this entire hand. We try to want to find ramp, especially because we're going first. Getting ramp just makes it a lot better for us. I could just play the Sword and Dragoncraft now. The thing is, like, it could die to like a cherub later, but I'm just going to play it now. If we draw it into Dragon Oracle, I could get the evil. I don't want to really attack with it, because the Scalebound Plate is quite better when I could get Overflow active, just like you get an extra draw. And we do actually pick up a Dragon Oracle, which is really nice. Yeah, so if I attack here, I lose my Scalebound Plate, which I'd rather not. I'd rather just discard the whale. But I got an evil here, which is nice, just to buff up the Zeus. And yeah, there's the cherub. We don't have much to do here. I might actually go Plight on the whale just to cycle 2 cards here. I'm going to do that just because this hand's kind of bad. I won't be able to evo next turn, so there's no point playing the Draconic Core now. I think I'll just go Dragon Oracle. We could ramp up it. We could play Shipsbane next turn. Or I could play the Dracon. It depends if I draw something with the core, because I ideally want to evolve this Shipsbane so that I could draw 2 cards with it. And we're pretty low on resources, so I think I'm actually going to play the Draconic Core here. Like, I take 3 damage here. He might evolve to push more damage, but I think that's fine. Like, we get to discard the Dragoon Medic, which will recover us 3. He's going to evolve the Mecha Shot Devil too here, so we're not taking extra damage this turn. But the Mecha Shot Devil is pretty important for blood, because now like mono becomes more of a threat to us. Oh, this is actually really nice though. Unfortunately, the Dragoon Medic is a Natura, so we don't get an extra 2 health, but... Ooh, we have a Cursed Fur. The Cursed Fur is nice, because now I could just train to his 1-3, and I could Cursed Fur to kill his 5-5. And I also ramp up, so now I could play Zeus if I wanted to next turn, but we obviously don't, because it only has 2 procs, which won't do anything. So we want to find like a Warpack basically. We ramped up so quickly that I could possibly use Draconic Core at Enhanced 7 to get an extra evil. Usually you don't need the extra evil, it's because Warpack is usually just enough, but we need to find the Warpack. Hopefully the Scalebound Plight gives us some good draws. If possible, I'm going to try to not kill this because I don't want to activate his Neria next turn. What do I want to discard off this Plight? I guess I discard the Draconic Core here. And unfortunately we killed the Neria, but I think that's inevitable. And nice, we draw into a Goblin Pack though, so... Turn 6 Goblin Pack is pretty nice. Yeah, if he gets Neria, it's not actually too bad because all my goblins are full health. So they all become like 1/2s. Which is pretty useless against the 4/6, but if I play something that could evolve straight into the 4/6, then it'll be fine. And he actually doesn't have an on-curve Neria here. So he might just lose to these Goblin Warpacks. We probably don't... Zeus is at 7. He's pretty good. This is 9 damage, so... I need 8 damage from the Zeus. Honestly, that's very doable, right? Alternatively, I could go Shipsbane, which I think is a bit better. I just get extra evos off the Shipsbane, and I get pushed a bit more damage, and I'm under no threat right now. Because we just have to hit Storm once, and it kills him. Yeah, we're just going to Zeus here, I mean. We just have to hit the Storm proc, basically. 3, 6. Yeah. It wasn't that complicated of a turn. I always just try to overkill him with Zeus, I guess. Yeah, Bloodcraft. Going first, try to find some ramp here. So we played Machina earlier. Hopefully it's Natura or something. But yeah. Yeah, against like slower bloods like Natura, this deck is really good because that deck doesn't pressure us as much. This is also a really nice hand. We could Dragon Oracle into Fur into Shipsbane. Or we probably save the Shipsbane to when I could evolve so I could refill my hand a bit. Yeah, turn 4 to 1 Core or Fur. Fur lets me go into 6 play points, which then I could do Draconic Core plus the Scholar. Or I could just play a Shipsbane now that I have 2. Depends if I have anything to discard with this Scholar. Ideally I want to set this Draconic Core because I want to evolve the Shipsbane. If I play Shipsbane and then my next evil I have to use Dragoncraft plus the Scholar for the evil. Yeah, it's probably fine. I could discard the Shipsbane, but I'm also gaining up to 10 play points quickly, so I could just go Shipsbane number 2 when I hit 10 play points. I do want to discard one for the health though, maybe. Okay, no, we want to discard the Soaring Dragoncraft. That's not really doing anything in our hand. Yeah, because I'm also going up to 10 play points next turn, so I kind of want to evolve the second Shipsbane next turn. Ooh, we also have the option to go Goblin Warpack with Zeus. Because his turn is just playing the Warring Thunder, I'm probably just gonna go for the Warpack here. He also doesn't have, like, I guess he could play Natura if he wanted to, but it's fine. Like, if we go Shipsbane, it's not really doing much here. So I'm just going to take this free turn to Warpack. And we have 6 evils on the Zeus. I kind of want a little bit more. So like a second Warpack or... Yeah, here's the Natura. He doesn't even have to get set up. You could just use the evil point on this Natura, I guess. But because all my goblins are at full health, like, it's actually fine. We could just evolve over this. We still have like 4 goblins as 1/2 is the original stats. Yeah. Drew the mech, which is pretty good. Get some health back. We missed the Evo, but that's fine. If we discard a rock back, it kills this, so we're going to do that. Pick up a Dragon Oracle. Okay. We might not even have to Zeus him. This could be like a backup, but we're just killing him on board. He might have an Natura though. Okay, no Natura here. Second Natura would have been super annoying. I probably would have just had to pull the trigger on the Zeus. But I'm glad this is Natura blood because then we got to experience the whole blood package. Yuya. It might be Zeus time. I think we still have time to do. I mean, if we Zeus, we hit Storm, we get 7-9. I don't know how long I want to wait because, I mean, we're still very healthy. We're going to be at 15 after this evil. Like another Goblin's Warpack would be nice. Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay, now after this Warpack we could just play Zeus and guarantee kill him. I mean, we're probably going to kill him anyways, but this is just to be extra safe because you never know, you might hit the restore 5 7 times. And just because like we know he can't kill us at 15, there's no point. We could kind of just slow roll him. But yeah, at 12 we should definitely just do it. We could also Shipsbane here. Yeah, let's just do this. 27-16, oh yeah.